Hi guys, it's Kim Greene. I am a makeup artist. I primarily work in the film and television industry. And why am I wearing this hat? Well, it's kind of illustrate what I'm going to talk about today, and that's preparing and packing for extreme weather conditions and terrain.
So get out your pen and paper. I'm going to cover from your feet all the way to the top of your head and everything in between. Let's talk about boots. These are shearling. They keep your feet warm till about 30 degrees. And when you need something much stronger and much warmer, as these Sorels, they're good to, it said, -70 degrees. I did wear them in -30 and my feet were toasty warm. An incredible insert. Really a good investment. Okay, say you want to wear your regular shoes that are not waterproof, but you're going to go out in the snow or the rain. You can get these Neos. They're like a waterproof shell that you put over your shoes. If you're going to put them over like a pair of, UGG type shearling shoes, just make sure that they're big enough to fit over top. If you're shooting in the desert like we did on Terminator Salvation, you want to have a pair of boots like this. They actually protect you from scorpions, snakes, and actually do keep your feet a little cooler. These are aqua shoes that I've obviously used quite a bit. They're great for when you're shooting in water, like a riverbed or the ocean or a stream where it's warm weather and you want to keep, your feet will dry quickly. When dressing for the day, you want to think, especially in the cold, obviously, you want to think about layering. It can start out very cold at 5 in the morning. By noon, it's much warmer, and then by 5 o'clock at night, it's freezing again. Or, so great idea to start with a thin fleece type layer like this, and you can see that it's well loved and full of lint, but we'll ignore all that for now. Anyway, that's a great choice for a first layer. Then this is a gadgety type item that I like, and I'll show you these things because they're fun and you might want to buy some of them. This actually has heating elements in it. Will keep your core really, really warm for extreme cold weather. I love this little guy. All right, so we're going to move on to the next layer, which would be a fleece, a thicker fleece, heavier. I like the ones that unzip instead of go over your head to get on and off easily. This is a shell, keeps you from being wet. Here's another option. I always get a really oversized top layer, sort of shell like this that you can put over all your layers if need be. As you can see in this shot, it's a great idea for warmer weather as well. You're going to use layering on the bottom half too. This is a first layer type option. It's polyester, it's shiny, looks like disco. No one's going to see it, but it's nice and warm. And you can wear nylons or just regular long underwear as well. And then second layer is just a little bit looser and a little bit thicker of a long underwear. And then your next layer, if you need it, is going to be another, like maybe a layer of fleece. I love Hot Chili's. It's a great brand. I also have a really, really thick pair of fleece that I can wear over top of all of that if I need it. Here's like an outer shell. This one I think is just water resistant and it's more for just wind, but I have a completely waterproof ski pair of pants in addition to these. You're going to want, as far as coats go, you'll want a couple of down coats for different levels of warmth. For extreme cold, and I mean extreme, this is a great parka. It's the Himalayan from North Face. I have an older version of this coat. It's actually from the men's department, and this is it. And for packing, what's really great is to use these, these bags that you can suck the air out. Even though it's lightweight on your body, it's still quite big, and you wanna suck the air out to make it easier for packing. Great coat. So I'm going to go back to extreme heat now. This is a cooling vest, and it comes with these little gel inserts that you put in the freezer and then you put in there, and it lowers your entire core. I got that idea from the NASCAR drivers on Herbie Fully Loaded after I ended up in the med tent for heat exhaustion. And that stopped that. Continuing with extreme heat, this is not just a little fan, it's an air-conditioned fan. And how does it work? It comes with this little sponge. You wet the sponge, wring out the water, put it back in, and when you turn it on, it's a battery operated. When you turn it back on, cool air comes out. You just want to make sure and clean it well at the end of the day, and you microwave it for I think like 10 seconds. It'll give you the instructions. But we use that in Atlanta on the Three Stooges. I've never been so hot in my life, and the actors loved them. Okay, this is for cold weather, another little fun thing to have on set. It's a propane heater. And if you're working locally, you can bring the propane fuel with you. But if you're traveling, you're not going to put this, don't send this FedEx or anything. Just buy the tanks locally wherever you are. Great for on set between takes. Make sure and turn it off when you're rolling because it does make a bit of noise and sound department will kill you. You want to have different types of socks. You see a pair of wool right there, but the one I'm really going to show you is this battery-operated socks, another one of my gadgets, but if you want toasty warm feet, cannot pick a better choice. So let's go from feet to hands. These are hot hands. You shake them up and they get warm for, it says 10 hours of heat, give or take. They're really great. This is a pair of lightweight fleece gloves, great to have. Fingerless gloves, good option for makeup artists and for people that want to be able to feel their fingers when they're working. It has like a little thing here that you can flip over to keep your fingers warm if you're not actually applying makeup. These are great, very modern. The gray area at the tip on this particular brand, you can use your iPhone or your iPad without taking your gloves off. Great for the modern gala guy. Over here are some North Face gloves. These are extremely warm, amazing. I think the most recent one is called the Mayru Mitt over at the North Face. Check it out. Okay, so this picture of me and Gary Marshall are going to take you into hats. The first hat is a sun hat. There's so many choices, but this one's great for packing because you can lay it flat, which I really like. This next one is for cold weather, obviously. It's a fleece hat. I really like fleece, works well. This is a little cap. It's got a visor, which is good if it's cold out, but it's sunny, so it can block your eyes. It's really helpful. The next one is from Restoration Hardware. It has a light attached to it, and this is great at night if you want to be hands-free. My husband keeps stealing this hat from me because he really loves it. He wears it really just to work in the garage and everything else. So I'm going to wrap this up with some pictures of crew members from Terminator Salvation, dressed appropriately for the situation. And here's me and Anton Yeltsin, professional Hollywood makeup artist or homeless vagabond. You decide. For more makeup tips from the set, go to kimgreenemakeup.blogspot.com. Check out my cosmetics, set, and actor bags at thekimgreeneline.com.